iPod. So like, you might be wondering, hey Pingu, aren't you a Windows and Android user? And well, like, yes, I am, that is correct. However, this isn't just any Apple device. This is one of their music players, and like, you might be wondering, why would I need a music player when surely my phone is good enough for like playing music, watching videos and that? And well, you are right. It's just that the thing is, when I'm using my phone, like, I would prefer for like the battery to not be dead, and listening to music, playing videos while outdoors does use the battery quite a bit. And I'm sure we all know that the worst thing to happen is for your only device that lets you connect to people to just be dead in the middle of nowhere, which is where this bad boy comes in. And well, I mean, it does look a bit like an iPhone. However, I assure you this does mainly play music. So like, it's got like all these apps and stuff, like, I mean, it's iOS pretty much, but yeah, you got like your music and then videos like that, you know, simple stuff really. So like, basically the point I'm trying to make is, this device here is basically just to play music while out, so like to save my phone from dying, especially since I can just plug this into my computer, put some music on it and maybe some videos if I feel like it, and then I'm just on my way. So now you might be wondering what led me to buying this in the first place, and well, as you can kind of tell by like the general style of this video, that like you might have heard of like this like channel called DankPod. Basically some Australian guy who often screams at random technology stuff, also does stuff with iPods. But like, I kid you not, like when I made that new Reddit account or whatever a couple of years ago, one of the first subreddits that popped up was one for DankPods, and like very quickly I realised, alright, like it is actually quite easy to just get an iPod. So a few days later I went to my local CEX. Yes, I know what it's actually supposed to be pronounced, but if I said it that way, YouTube would break my kneecaps probably. And I picked up this like blue iPod Touch. I can't remember what generation it is. I'll probably put it up on the screen right now, for about like 50 quid or whatever. And well, like one of the first things I did was just put Scarlet Fire on it, because I mean, I had to make sure it works, and well, fortunately it did. So, and yeah, I've been using this for like 2 years now. So how good is this? Well, to put it simply, yes, it does the job. Like, you just plug in some headphones to the headphone jack here, and then it plays music. I don't know what else you want me to say. However, there's a few extra features from this being, well, an iPod Touch. For example, we've got some like voice memos here. So like, this thing basically has a microphone, so I mean, let's take a listen to that. So like, this one time I was heading to Tesco, just getting a loaf of bread as you do, just a quick trip to the shops, but on the way back I saw Darth Vader. Like, what's he doing here? I thought he had that like Death Star thing or whatever, all the way up in space. I never knew he would actually come down to England of all places. And yeah, I was like, just trying not to like laugh. I was like, it's just Darth Vader, like on the way back from Tesco. Like, what, how? Well, I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be using it for everyday use, as it turns out the microphone is only like right here on the back. I don't think there's one anywhere else on here. So like, I suppose it's good if you're like trying to record something that's like in front of you, but like, I don't think it would be good for like any sort of like selfie videos, that kind of thing. But then again, it's like, it's an iPod. Why would you be using this for voice or even video recording anyway? Oh yeah, that does lead me to this, and yes, that is a camera right there, and you know, it does camera stuff, so we'll take a look at that. Guys, so I got this cool like new iPod Touch, and like, it has this wicked sick camera. But one thing I was thinking is that like, if you have a music player, you need some sort of like headphones or whatever, right? So like, I was also want to do it on a budget, because you know, like, it's just some cheap earphones probably, like they'll be good, right? Like, the cheapest stuff isn't crap, you know? So I went to Poundland to get these by Kodak. Like, they say they're wireless, but like, as you can see here, there's very clearly wires, so I'm not sure what's up with that, but you know, perfectly cromulent earphones I say these are. Yeah, so like, it's, as you can see, it's nowhere near like the best camera, especially like in 2025. Like even my phone's camera, which I'm using to like record this right now, is like at least 10 times better than this. But then again, as I said, it literally is an iPod. Personally, I don't get why Apple decided at one point to just basically make an iPhone without all the phone stuff and then just call it an iPod. But then again, I guess that means it does play video, as you've seen, it does also play video in, you know, a normal format, which leads me onto YouTube, which this device can't install it. The iOS version is too old for this to realistically download anything, which I mean kind of sucks, because part of the reason why I got this was to hopefully get like stuff like YouTube on this, you know, to actually watch videos. Although I have found a bit of a workaround, like open Safari and then from there like open YouTube, but like it won't let me sign into Google. The website loads, but I try to go to the sign in page, it just gets stuck on a blank screen, so sadly I can't like sign in or anything. But I mean, if I really want to be watching YouTube anyway, I mean, my phone wouldn't hurt, probably, as long as I bring a charger or something if I'm out and about. But generally, I'm sure music would be a lot better, as it actually allows me to enjoy the world around me. But oh yeah, as you could see in that little test video, I also showed off some earphones, which unsurprisingly I also bought because of the DankPod subreddit. Like, I saw a post of someone who found some other Kodak wireless headphones, so I thought, oh, if I go to my local Poundland, I can probably pick some up for myself. And I didn't find the exact wireless headphones, but I did find these, like they're called like some sport buds or whatever. Yeah, it's like Kodak. Like normally I go to Poundland to get their batteries. Yes, that's right, they do sell batteries, and I don't know why. Like I'm pretty sure they were a camera company, but like it's a surprise to see that they do wireless earphones as well. Although I mean wireless, because as you can see, like these are very clearly wires right here. Like you can't call it wireless when there's very clearly wires, or at the very least they could have hid these, but no, very clear wires. That's like at least a solid, I don't know, probably a whole foot of wires just in total. But yeah, these aren't exactly the best. Like, turns out cheap stuff can be terrible. In fact, just to show how crap these are in terms of audio quality, I'll compare them to the Herder 400s by old mate Senny. And yeah, the results are in. These are like, weirdly, like the minimum volume of these is so much louder than on these. Like, on these, like, the minimum volume is actually too loud in some situations, like, but like, these are so much better for low volume, basically anything. However, I will say that these, funnily enough, are actually quieter at their maximum volume as well. But I don't know if that's because of these like just being quiet, or if it's because, well, these earbuds, they have to be put all the way into my ear just to hear like everything, which I don't like, because like everyone's saying like don't put stuff too far into your ears, it can damage them. But like these required me to put them all the way in just to hear like the low end stuff or the bass or whatever. Like I'm not really a music person, so I have no idea what I'm saying half this stuff, but like these are so much better. But also, the thing is, these fold. So like, these are portable, just like these, but these are so much better, because like these bleed audio less. They, as I've said, like, these actually are better for lower volumes. And these even came with a bag to carry them in to keep them protected. Whereas these, you put them in the bag, like they get scratched, they get full of dirt and probably get your ears infected or whatever. So like, in every aspect, these are better. So like, I've had these for 2 years and they're basically useless to me now. Although I guess like these do take up less space, so if I absolutely need some like portable earphones, but like I don't have the space, these do work. But like generally I would prefer these. Alright, so like these actually surprisingly have a microphone as well, and it's as inconvenient as this iPod's microphone. Like as it's like here, I mean, it at least makes sense, but like you won't believe me when I say the microphone is here. Like, this bit's gonna be like around your neck, so it's probably gonna get the noise of like your shirt or coat rustling and probably get bombarded by wind, and it will, like, you literally have to have your mouth right up to this to hear anything. So like if you're trying to use these normally, you're gonna hear nothing. However, we'll actually take a listen to these, you know, see how they are. So like this one time, mate, I was just riding my bike and I pulled over on the side of the road for a little bit of a break. And I kid you not, like 2 seconds later, a light bulb went past. Like I thought that was just a car that appeared in Mr. Bean in one episode of Top Gear where Jeremy Clarkson kept rolling us over. But no, apparently these things are real. And the thing is, it even was like the same colour as the one Jeremy Clarkson had. So I was like, this car seems very familiar. Like, sadly, I couldn't get like any pictures of it, and I've only seen it one other time since. But yeah, like I saw Reliant Robin, which is weird because I thought like they were all up in the north supposedly, but no, there was one here in the south. My god, are these awful for a microphone. Like I can't remember when these were manufactured, but I'm pretty sure these are like newer than this, and somehow this has a better microphone. Like these sound like I'm speaking through like a wall or something. Like how are these terrible? Like it's almost as if the cheapest stuff is the worst. It's like, why would anyone buy this? Like no wonder why this was in Poundland. It's like so cheap. Like only people who want to be cheap would buy this. Like can you believe that like random companies that get the brand name swapped out for random products like batteries would make absolute junk? But like even the batteries are better than this thing. These are more useful than this. Like how? I really shouldn't be shaking these out too much, you know, premium products right here. Like, I do recommend these, but these, if you're going to buy these, at least reconsider your life choices and actually get, like, I'm pretty sure even cheap headphones would do better than these. So like, well, I guess that leads me back to this, and well, I mean, this is a fairly good combination. Like, easy to pick up Bluetooth earphones, an iPod Touch, so you got like a little touchscreen and everything. Yes, this does have Bluetooth, I mean, why wouldn't it? But like, pretty much that's basically it. Like, I've been using these both for 2 years, and so far, like, neither have failed me. I mean, I don't trust these to make it to the end of the decade. They'll probably either break or I'll just completely stop using them altogether. But this is definitely going to be a mainstay. Like, I could probably put whole movies onto here if I had like the means of doing so, of course. But like having like basically a portable like DVD sort of like MP3 player, just in the form factor of like, look how thin this is. Like you wouldn't imagine something being this thin these days without breaking. But like, it's basically just a good device, really. So would I recommend getting an iPod Touch in like 2025? I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I mean, unless you want to get stuff like Spotify, YouTube, then you're probably better off just getting a cheap low-end phone, or like even just using your current phone, making sure to bring like a power bank with you. In fact, a power bank probably is a cheaper alternative if you want to use modern apps. But I mean, for basically simple music files, video files, I'd say this does the job. And well, that's basically all I have to say. And well, like, you know, I've been mentioning this iPod guy a lot, so over on the second channel I'll be reviewing some premium Australian confectionery, some Tim Tams, where there's apparently no substitute. So yeah, over on the second channel I'll be reviewing these, and well, that's basically it for this video. I would like to thank all the Pingu Peeps for supporting the channel, and basically I'll see you in the next video.